Hey, what's up, guys? King J coming to you live from hell, and today I want to talk about working out. This is like a little personal diary kind of thing for me to just kind of figure out exactly how I want to approach fitness. I've been having, I guess I've been feeling worn out. I've been feeling burnt out, and I just don't have that same motivation. And that's what makes me think about motivation. And how I was saying in these other videos, it's not about motivation, it's about beliefs. That's what I was trying to get at. And right now I'm not feeling motivated, but so I need to realign my beliefs. I need to look at the way that I'm approaching this thing, maybe spice it up so I could kind of get pumped for a workout and kind of like take it from there. But I think that I don't want to focus on the actual physical part of working out. I mean, that's just kind of boring. It's about the mindset. It's 80% mental, 90% mental. It's all a head game. And right now I'm trying to play this head game and win. And I'm thinking about this place that I was in just a few months ago where I was really feeling on top, and I really felt like in a good place. But the funny thing is, all the benefits are still here. All the confidence is still here. I've only grown. I've only been able to perfect everything that I'm doing. But the feeling hasn't caught up yet. It's like, oh, no. It's like I'm worried. It's like, wait, I could literally bask in my fucking glory right now. I could literally take my W. I could fucking feel proud of myself. I could look at all the things I've accomplished. The album I made, the new album I made, the working on these videos, even if they're not seen by anybody, there's something that's part of a growth for me to let these things out, to kind of put them on a actual place that could be heard, and maybe just put a little inspiration out there, put something out there for the world from me, something that I could feel proud of. And I feel like a lot of times I'm just going to be ranting, I'm just going to be saying dumb shit, but it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of people on this platform, on YouTube, everywhere, that just say dumb shit, and a lot of people listen to it, and a lot of young people just get kind of fooled by these big names and shit, and these dudes that really don't care about anybody's well-being. They care about a career, and they care about money, and they care about an image and a look. I couldn't give a fuck about a look. I couldn't give a fuck about an image. I couldn't give a fuck, honestly, about a career, because those things I already know. I can get those things locked down. That's not what it's about. What it's about is something sustainable, something that's gonna give me a passion, something I could be passionate about. I'm passionate about expression. And if there's one thing I think I'm good at, it's expressing my thoughts, it's expressing myself. Maybe I fumble over my words, maybe I have some type of moments. Who gives a shit? That's what I'm practicing here. I'm practicing a free flow. I'm practicing a fucking way to get this shit out of my skull. Because there's things that are important. Like the last video I just did, I talked about Drake and Kanye. Those are two of my most influential artists since, for years. So the fact that I'm able to just let those things come out and kind of speak about my opinions on them real easily, it's kind of cool. It feels kind of cool, because that's the kind of conversation I'd have with somebody who is interested with that. And I'm able to have it to a fucking lonely microphone in a dusty, cold room on a crisp September morning, bluest skies. But I digress. The thing that I wanted to talk about was, once again, motivation. Maybe it is about motivation. I don't want to limit myself. I don't want to limit myself to saying it's not about motivation. You should never worry about that. I'm just trying not to worry about the motivation and sustaining it. Because motivation to me equals willpower. Belief is something that can be felt. You can't lose that. If you're really in a feeling state or in a belief state that is beneficial and helpful, you're not going to be able to lose that. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to figure out the end game, and I'm trying to live in the end. So let me try and describe this. This is something that Dylan James, the YouTuber Dylan James, really helped me kind of solidify. The end state is living as if you already had everything you want. What would the perfect version of yourself think, feel, and believe? And then you step into that. You step into that frame of mind, and that frame of mind follows into your reality. It reflects. And I truly believe that. I really do feel that. It's crazy. And I keep seeing it time and time again. Now, something silly that happened was I played this Fortnite tournament on the phone where you could win the skin, and I actually placed top 6%. It's not a big deal. It was an easy tournament. But something like that for me was a really big deal because I kind of looked at it. I said, I want that. And I know I can get it, so I'm going to get it. And it just happened. And I was in this moment, and I was like fucking talking myself through it like a coach to a student, and I was really going through it. It's like things have been shifting in my world based upon what I believe. And it shouldn't be surprising anymore because that's kind of what I've been focused on, is manifestation and fucking getting my beliefs in alignment. Confidence, that's all it is. At the end of the day, it's just confidence. You know you can get something, so you go get it. And if you don't get it, you don't lose the confidence. You keep going. So you really can't lose. It's a fucking win-win situation no matter what, no matter the circumstances. And that's it. Remember, circumstances. There's another thing that Dylan James says. He says, circumstances are irrelevant. Circumstances, I feel like, are life's way of showing you what you need to see, what you need to believe, what you need to see about your beliefs. Because when you kind of wake up and you see, holy shit, like that keeps happening to me because I believe something about myself, you know. So when the way you react to something tells you a lot about how you feel about it. It tells you a lot about how you feel about yourself. If something happens to you and you feel ashamed or you feel insecure, you treat yourself like a loser, you realize nobody made you feel that. Nobody told you that. Nobody was attempting to show you that you were a loser. Even if they were, you can't feel anything without somebody's consent. Nobody can make you feel something. Only you make yourself feel something. Only you let yourself feel something. So just like you could let yourself feel down, just like that you're letting yourself down, you could pick yourself back up with that same energy. You have the energy to destroy. You have the energy to create. You have the energy to lose. You have the energy to manifest. So just as you go through these ebbs and flows, and that's what I'm going through right now. I'm going through an ebb and a flow. We can call this one an ebb because I'm trying to realign. But the difference now, something I've never experienced in my whole life, is to have the wherewithal, to have the awareness, to catch myself slipping and say, yo, I need to restabilize. I need to go back or go forward. I need to go back to go forward. I need to go back to focusing on my beliefs. I need to go back to stabilizing myself, my ideas, my belief systems. And the more that I do that, the more that shit is just going to flow naturally. And I'm not going to go any longer than I need to. This is pretty much what I wanted to talk about. It's about motivation. How do you stay motivated? I don't know. Honestly, let me know down below. What is a goal? What's the end game? What are you waiting for? What are you searching for? Because once I hit a goal, it's real hard for me to keep going. And once I start seeing the feedback that I'm looking for, it's hard for me to maintain that because I want to celebrate. And I want to celebrate and I want to take a break and I want to enjoy. I need to find the balance of enjoyment and also maintaining. And also I want to enjoy the process of, or as this guy Greg Doucette would say on his fitness channel, he would say main gaining, where you're gaining muscle while maintaining your physique, your weight. So it's not about cutting. That's a fitness thing. But if you apply it to everything else, it's not about going backwards. It's about starting fresh from where you're already at. That's how I'm looking at it. It's like I'm not at ground zero. I've built up. I built up to somewhere mentally with just the way that I've aligned myself. But now I need to go into overdrive. That idea does get me excited. Overdrive. Part 2. 2.0. Going harder. This time we're going to get it even harder. So what do you think? Let me know down below. If this sounds like a bunch of fucking hoopla, a bunch of gibberish, a bunch of nonsense. It kind of is, but it makes sense to me. And if it makes sense to you, I think that's great. If it doesn't, that's funny to me, and that's also great. Hopefully I made some sort of sense here. Let me know what you think down below. King J out.